Hi, I'm Carla Sylvester, Education Manager for Martha Stewart Crafts. I'd like to show you a couple of our edge punches that are a little different from most of the edge punches. And I say that because they're not really self-explanatory. You look at them and you're not really quite sure what to do with them, and yet they are among the most versatile of edge punches. First is the ribbon punch. This is what the tool looks like, and so you can see on the edge punch we have these little marks on the tool, and that's where the punch will punch through your paper. So let me just show you how that works. I'm going to center my paper in the tool, and I like to center using this particular punch just because I'm usually trying to get a centered pattern. So I'm just going to depress the lever, and you'll see that's where I've got my two punched marks. And then you notice on the tool we have solid and outline marks. And so you can get different patterns depending on where you align those punched holes over the holes on the tool. And so I usually start by just aligning my holes over the two solid marks on the side. Punch again, and just keep sliding that on over until I see the solid showing through my holes, and punch again. And so that you can see how you start to get that nice continuous pattern on your paper. Now, depending on how you align those holes over the marks on the tool, you can actually get a lot of different patterns, which is what is so great about this punch. So I have a couple of projects to show you over here. This card, actually I'm going to reach over and bring it here. On this card you can see the effect that you get by doing the punch that I just showed you. So you get this series of nice long stitches about 1 inch long. But you can also punch so that you get a series of holes that are evenly spaced apart, so you get this nice little short little running stitch. And actually this is a really neat little project because we've taken a strip of paper and given it that punched look and threaded the ribbon through, and then you can use that as a decoration not only on a scrapbook page or some other paper project, but even on a gift wrap. So I think that's really kind of neat. And then on this page we have actually created a ribbon border around all 4 sides of the page. So that's another way that you can use that decorative ribbon punch to enhance a scrapbook page. So those are just a few ways that you can use this ribbon punch, but as you can see, you can get a lot of different looks out of that one simple punch that when you look at it, doesn't necessarily show as much as you can actually do with it. The other punch that I like to talk about for the same reason is the flourish punch. And with this punch, again, you look at it and you go, okay, you know, what is it? What does it really do? And it does so many different things. It actually was inspired by some Martha Stewart stationery that was produced some time ago, where we had this card shape that had this beautiful little flourish centered on the 3 sides of the card. And now you can actually create that same kind of card in any color you want with this great punch. Not only can you do that just by centering it on the side of a project, but you can also create different types of continuous borders. If you look at this tool closely, and it is kind of hard to see, but on the actual tool there are marks spaced 1/4 inch apart on both sides of the tool. And it's just kind of embossed on the tool. So depending on where you align your punched flourish, like say I'll just punch this one right here. So there's my punch. Now depending on whether I put it on that mark or way over here, I can get a variety of different borders. So here's a few examples of that. So see here I've placed those points close together, and so you get this kind of continuous wavy flourish look. And then here they're spaced farther apart, and so you get a different look. So with this one punch you actually get a lot of options, and so I wanted to make sure you knew about these couple of punches, and I hope you get a chance to try them out.